me nothing on that one.
Hold on, there was a, sorry.
You scrolling through?
Yes. What is the most common foul? Hi.
Hi, people.
What is the?
There's a window. We can't handle ourselves.
What is the most common foul in underwater hockey?
Oh, I want to say drowning to be funny, but I know it's not. Man, what would it even be? Oh, we got a polycam. Let's go with like, I don't know, cross-checking.
No.
Okay, what is it?
A stick foul.
A stick foul? Come on. All right.
Hitting an opponent, essentially. Just
illegally smack. Okay, you might have this one because
I don't think I do.
You don't?
This one's for Ray, so I don't know how I'm.
All right, Ray. Let's see if Dylan makes you proud. All right, here's your questions. How do judges score performances in Russian jumping, and what criteria matters the most? Oh, his sport is Russian jumping. I didn't say it at the start. So.
From what I saw, it was just like how they score the performance. Mm-hmm. From what I saw, it was just like how fluent it was, how clean it was, just things like that. Like if it was fluent, if it was clean, legs were straight, they land on their whole foot instead of just their toes, things like that.
Okay, I'll read the answer. I think it deserves a point. Judges typically evaluate height, control, form, and difficulty of tricks. Clean execution, such as straight legs, pointed toes, and stable posture, and higher scores. So I think that deserves a point. I'm going to say yes, as long as they agree to. What types of equipment and safety measures are essential for athletes in Russian jumping?
The biggest one I saw is the handlebar. The handlebar in front of the little trampoline. And then the padding around the outside, so if they do fall off, they just kind of like a gym mat.
I think he's already beat me at this point, but yes, athletes train on specialized rebound platforms or trampolines designed for high jumps, safety padding, spotter assistance. So you already won, but I'll give you one more question. How does an athlete increase jump height in Russian jumping without losing control during takeoff and landing? This is the hardest one. I kind of figured I'd stump you in the last one. It's actually really easy.
Solid squat, like a nice squat, and you explode.
Can you example?
Yeah, I don't know. You just kind of.
We're not wired into anything.
I know. You just kind of. But you got your hands on the handlebar. Oh. They're not going to switch the camera.
I guess not. Okay. Oh, there we go.
And just a solid squat, and then you explode.
It's just really not that.
I don't know.
To increase height safely, the athlete uses a stronger, more explosive push through the legs, to keep the upper body stable and aligned.
Oh, that my
I
ankle.
think it deserves a point. What do you guys say? Does that deserve a point?
My ankle.
All right, let's give him a point.
You explode through.
Dylan,
my ankle, dude.
That's a clean sweep. That's your first win. It's 2-1 at the end of this season. Congratulations.
Nice.
What a win for Dylan. That's
nice.
Much deserved. So normally we add a new sport, but we're not physically with the wheel. Nor can we see the wheel. So I missed the wheel too. So
you were good. Wheel.
It's actually back at WTOP studio. So we're just going to tell them to spin the wheel, and they're going to spin it, and then they're going to tell us in our earpiece what the new sport is. So you guys will see it. We won't. We'll just get to hear it. I guess you're the winner, so your sport gets spun for first. So spin the wheel. Street beefs.
Yes!
Dylan's got street beefs.
Yes!
Oh
yeah, baby!
I'm so jealous.
Oh yeah!
Wow. How do you feel?
I feel fantastic. Fantastic.
God. All right. Well, it's time for my turn.
Spin
the wheel. Oh man. All right, it's spinning. Let's see. Come on. Chess boxing. Chess boxing. Wait, hold on. Let's example. Ready?
No.
King. Like what else am I supposed to do?
All right. Sentence.
So, yeah, dude. So to me, what this sounds like, Dylan, is me and you are going to start off next season with bangers of sports, dude. Chess boxing and street beefs. Now, are you excited for February now? Because that's next season.
I'm fired up now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be watching street beefs.
Street beefs for the rest of
all break.
Okay.
That sounds.
So we didn't actually have to physically write them in, but Dylan, we're gonna say them out loud. So when I inevitably go back and listen to this again, I can know what sports to add. Dylan, you get to pick first. What sport?
We'll give us a cheat one for both of us. Flag football. It'll be a nice little cheat.
I like that. Okay.
For us. So then that way, the other person has to try even harder.
I'm going to add ostrich racing to the board. It's an interesting one. It's obscure. So we're going to go with ostrich racing for when I have to watch this back in January. Hi, Kenny, in 2026. You'll watch this back and go, oh, yeah, that's what you picked, ostrich
I'm
racing.
not going to forget.
No, oh, you're not going to forget. I won't forget chess boxing or street beefs, but what we added, we're probably going to forget.
I'm so fired up, dude.
Well, Dylan, that might have been our best one yet.
That was.
Well,
good.
we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be time for Cooking or Crazy. You're watching the DK Experience right here on WTOP-10.
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stunned still?
Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
So you're probably wondering why the top producer of WTOP's new hit, Oswego Liza, is currently juggling a soccer ball right now. That's just because I don't just know ball, but I can play it too. WTOP, live every other Sunday, 7 p.m. Tune in.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Why, Chris?
Television.
To television.
Riley,
Welcome back
I also don't know what happened to the set.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what happened to the set
Figuring
either.
it out.
Welcome back to the DK Experience right here in WTOP-10. Kenny, Dylan. Dylan, not much intro needed for this last segment of our last episode of Season 4 for Senior Week, and now that we're actually both seniors, crazy. Cooking or Crazy is going to be our final segment of the day. So we had mentioned last time, normally we let our crew pick what we're going to talk about, but we decided because we want to get into a heated debate. We haven't gotten to a screen match in quite a while. Ray on audio, we apologize in advance. We are going to get into a shouting match over something. The difference it's not really different, it's just going to be a little weird. The crew will still pick the winner, but we don't get to see it on the screen because that fell out of my pocket. Whoops. There goes my IFB. I'll pick it back up. So I'm not sure. I mean, between them, they're going to have to figure it out, and then they'll just let us know in our IFB who is the winner, and mine still works. Thank God. Okay. Topic of the day. Who deserved to win Dancing with the Stars? Dylan is definitely more passionate about it than I am, but I mean, I'm happy with the results, so this is probably going to get messy. Dylan, go ahead.
Okay, so here's my thing. Robert Irwin did not deserve to win Dancing with the Stars. Alex
Irwin,
Earl
not Irving, whatever.
Alex Earl should have won. Let's talk about what Dancing with the Stars is supposed to be. It is supposed to be a show where you take someone who cannot dance and make them a dancer. If you look at it, between Robert and Alex, who was the best dancer? Alex was very clearly the best dancer. Robert's second dance of the night, terrible. Completely offbeat, off timing, looked stiff, did not know what he was doing. And this is my issue with Dancing with the Stars, the fan vote controls way too much. Robert should not have won. I'm not saying by any means he's not a bad dancer, but if it comes down to it, who's better, Alex or Robert? Alex was way better. Now, we're really looking at it, Whitney should have won, but that's besides the point. She didn't make it to that week. But Alex Earl deserved to win over Robert due to the fact she is a way better dancer. It's not even close when you compare the two of them. And Robert won with a sob story, just like every
So that's everybody's problem. That's my problem I have with it too. So my answer is Robert Irwin. Now here's why. Yes, Dancing with the Stars is a dancing show, but at the end of the day, it is a television show. And at the end of the day, fan influence is the most important. You know why? Because that drives the dollar bills. Now, I don't necessarily disagree with the fact that Dancing with the Stars relies too heavily on its fans, but at the end of the day, it does. Robert Irwin is a household name. The Irwin family is a household name. Robert Irwin absolutely deserved to win that.
So
he has more followers, not comparatively to the Irwin family, more followers on Instagram and TikTok. Again, you're using, it's just social media. She's a social media
but she's a better dancer.
But it's Robert Irwin.
Called Stars with the Stars.
Dylan,
it's called Dancing with the Stars.
The sooner you realize that Dancing with the Stars has nothing to do with dancing.
The fan control had the issue with why Andy stuck around for so long.
Should not have been around that long.
Andy should not have, and that's the issue with
and I'm not saying it's
fan
not
control.
the issue.
So that's why Robert won, because people like him more than Alex. People think Alex has everything in the world. She's dating this NFL player. She's beautiful. Which, Alex, if you're hearing this, you are beautiful, but...
Exactly. That's what, you know
but,
what?
No, but she didn't win because of that. She should have won because she was the best dancer. She was better than Robert. She was better than Robert. It's not a popularity contest. It is a dance competition. It is a dance competition. It's not a popularity contest.
Oh, we already have an answer? What was the answer? I heard something. Thank you, because it's television, and that's exactly all it's ever going to be. Until you eliminate a fan vote and you make it strictly on judges, and when the judges score fairly based on the dance,
tune into the Dancing with the Stars show tomorrow, and I'll tell you exactly how it is. I'm sorry that Chris was here, and he just can't not ever agree with Kenny, so it'll happen.
That was a crude
So, whatever.
Dylan,
whatever.
Tune in to Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, tune in to Dancing
with
the Stars. The boys talk about Dancing with the Stars.
Talk about Dancing with the Stars. That's the most Dancing with the Stars talking I'll do about. I'll be sure to tune in tomorrow, Dylan. I'm excited to see your show. All right, well, Dylan, with just about 45 seconds left in the show, I wanted to say thank you for yet another very good semester, and I am very proud and happy to be the first show in the new Hewitt Hall. Dylan, it's been a heck of a ride. Any closing thoughts for this season and going into our last season?
Sean, Mooch, guys, thank you for making this happen today. Kenny, thanks for the hard work to make this happen today, and be sure to tune in Thursday for the newscast that's happening in here. And let's use Hewitt some more.
Let's use Hewitt some more. 9 o'clock, back in Hewitt. We will see you guys then. But thank you for tuning in DK Experience. We will see you guys in February for the 5th and final season. Robert Irwin, take the bump cam. Have a good night.
Whoa. That's the first thing we got better in Hewitt, a better bump cam.
I know.
From changing your diapers to teaching you how to ride a bike, dads do so much for us. So when they have music that they want to share with us, the least you can do is listen. With artists from Nickelback to the Foo Fighters, baby, the so-called dad rock genre is filled with gems. Which is why today, me and my co-host are going to try and find the holy grail of dad rock. So stick around for more This or That starting right now. Welcome to This or That. This is the newest show on WTOP. And my name is Caden Nagel.
And my name is Rowan Astrino. To start, we should explain exactly what we're doing. So, on This or That, we will choose a niche topic and battle the best items in our new state-of-the-art decision-making process, the This or That Super Selector, which will find our winner each show.
Each item will have a seed, along with a 1 seed on each side, which will receive a first-round bye. The 2nd seed will play the 7th seed, the 6th will play the 3rd, and so on and so forth. At the end, we should have the ultimate item for that category, and crown it the This or That Holy Grail.
With that out of the way, let's get right into our contestants. On the first side, on the left, Freebird is going to be our first left 1 seed. This is a song by Leonard Skinner made in 1973.
It's easily deserving of the 1 seed.
Yeah, I think so. Next on the left side, we have Reeling in the Years by Steely Dan, which was made in 1972, which we both agreed should definitely get the number 2 seed. Next, we have Beast of Burden by the Rolling Stones, which is made in 1978. On the 4th seed, we have Tom Sawyer by Rush, which was made in 1981. Rounding out the 5 seed, we have High and Dry by Radiohead, which was made in 1995. At 6, we have Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan, which was made in 1965. And rounding out the end of the left side, we have Panama by Van Halen, which was made in 1984. Do you want to take the right?
Yeah, absolutely. So on the right, with our 1 seed, it's a dad rock classic, Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival, which came out in 1969, of course, during the Vietnam War. With the 2nd seed, we got Interstate Love Song by the Stone Temple Pilots, released in 1994, an iconic one. Up next is Hotel California, infamously released by the Eagles in 1976, followed by Can't Stop by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which is our most current song from 2002. Then we have Black by Pearl Jam from 1991, Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin, released in 1970, and finishing up the right side, we have Nutshell by Alice in Chains.
All right, well, that being said, let's just jump right into it, I guess, on the first matchup, which we have Reelin' in the Years and Beast of Burden.
2 amazing songs, obviously. I personally will start saying I have a bias towards Reeling in the Years, as that was the song that I picked on my graduation post when I was done with high school. I used Reeling in the Years to post it. It's just a great song. Steely Dan, kind of ultimate dad rock, cool guy.
Yeah,
Steely
no,
Dan.
definitely. Yeah, I mean, I will definitely say between these 2 matchups, Reeling in the Years and Beast of Burden, they're very infamous songs that I've been listening to for my whole life. And honestly, yeah, I mean, they're just really great songs. Beast of Burden, obviously, by the Rolling Stones. What, like, an infamous band for, like, this type of music, you know?
Yeah, they both, to me, at least, feel like you should be listening to them while sitting on a boat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely.
For me, I will personally say Reeling in the Years is going to have my vote.
You know what? I think it's... Before today, you could have asked me yesterday, I would have said Beast of Burden. You could have asked me that the day before, I would have said Beast of Burden. It might be Rolling Stone, that's my favorite Rolling Stone song, but Reeling in the Years, I feel like I just grew up so much listening to that song, it's kind of hard not to go with Reeling in the Years. So,
all right, so Reeling in the Years wins the first matchup, and we'll be right back with you with the rest of the first round after this quick break.
Welcome back to the DK experience. Go back to your job.
Every NFL fan has played for the last 15 games. Maybe.
Writing a letter to the NFL fans? Get out of here with that.
Let me finish. No, finish. Stop.
Johnny Manziel, that guy, he's a loser.
No, that's...
Oh.
Watch the DK experience.
Is there anything interesting happening in here? Joe, is there anything interesting happening in here?
Yes, there is some interesting stuff tonight. We're doing our weather outside. Our quick weather.
Never mind.
Let's see how sorry it is.
welcome back to This or That. I'm Rowan Astronaut. This is my co-host, Caden Nagel. And this week we're going to be doing Dad Rock. So let's just jump right back into it. For the next matchup here, we have Tom Sawyer by Rush, which was made in 1981, and High and Dry, which was made by Radiohead in 1995, which is one of the more recent ones we have. I think the second most recent song we have here.
All right, so I would say interesting matchup, kind of an older song versus kind of a newer song, especially in style. Tom Sawyer, very classic, rock, heavy guitar, heavy drums, you know, of course, rest in peace to the drummer from Rush, but, and then we got a Radiohead song on the other side, a little bit softer, a little bit sadder. Definitely both songs that my dad loves to listen to, and definitely both fit in the vibe.
Yeah. No, I would say these are definitely both songs that I just want to put on my headphones, kind of lock everybody out, and just really just sing and pound my heart out, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But honestly, I think when you look at this matchup, it really just has to come down to what I listen to more. And I love Tom Sawyer, and Rush is such an incredible band with some of the most impressive musicians that there are. Like,
yeah,
Geddy Lee, he's definitely up there on the basses. Alex Lifeson, he's an amazing guitar player. And Neil Peart, as we mentioned before, maybe the greatest drummer of all time. And
make an argument.
Yeah, and it was just the three of them in Rush, so
no,
it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I would agree with you that Tom Sawyer, while it is an amazing song, it doesn't make as regular of an occurrence in my day-to-day as High and Dry does. Radiohead just kind of can hit the spot. So are we giving it to Radiohead then?
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to have to just give it to High and Dry. I mean,
all right.
Yeah. All right.
Then up next for our next matchup, we have Panama by Van Halen up against Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan.
Yeah. See, when I look at this is really just like two very iconic songs. Panama, obviously. I mean, I don't know who doesn't know Panama. And Like a Rolling Stone. I mean, if you didn't know that song before the Bob Dylan movie with Timothée Chalamet came out, you definitely know it now.
Yeah. No. Bob Dylan also, like, they're very different styles of song. But Rolling Stone a little bit softer than Panama. But Bob Dylan is such a, I feel like a staple that your dad shows you. Because it's an older musician, it's folk music, you know, it's a little bit,
yeah.
It's like a culture thing. I don't know. It's maybe just for me, but like it's definitely, Bob Dylan is definitely something I share with my dad. So that makes me think of that a lot.
Yeah, I feel like when you're like, just this matchup, it really feels like kind of like a David and Goliath, but not even like a David, because like Panama on one hand, like it is this great song, but like how do you compare it to just a Bob Dylan song, you know? I mean, maybe that's just me. I'm very biased toward Bob Dylan. I just think he's one of the greatest songwriters, if not the greatest songwriter of all time. And personally, this isn't that close to me.
I definitely see your argument for why it's not close. I will say that Van Halen is like, if I ever want to get pumped up, I'm throwing on Van Halen, that vibe of rock. It's just, it's unbeaten in its 80s cool radness, you know? But I would be willing to concede on this one and go Like a Rolling Stone.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think we're definitely going to have to give it to Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan.
All right, now to my side of the bracket. We're looking at Interstate Love Song versus Hotel California. Talk about heavy hitters. Probably one of the most iconic songs of all time up against Interstate Love Song here.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Tell me.
All right, so personally, I'm like looking at this matchup, I'm seeing a song that I really, really love, an Interstate Love Song, no pun intended. And then I'm seeing Hotel California. It's just like a very iconic song. You know, it has that guitar solo. Everybody knows it. It's so overplayed, though. Like, it's just to the point where, do I want to ever put on Hotel California?
Yeah.
If I hear it on, will I still go crazy and like be like, it's Hotel California, I know the song. Of course, but
yeah.
To me, Go ahead.
I definitely feel that. It definitely loses some points on the overplayability part. Also, Interstate Love Song has that amazing acoustic cover.
Yeah.
Which is really good. And that definitely adds some points on it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, it is the Eagles, which is like, for me, gotta be a top rock band. Kind of gives me the same vibe as Steely Dan, where it's just like, when I think of it, I'm thinking dad rock. And it is their most popular song, so it would be hard for me not to move them on here.
You know, I do hear you. It's Hotel California is too iconic not to see it on the second round. It would not be doing it justice if we cut it out.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna go with Hotel California for this one.
As crazy as it might sound. All right, next one we have "Can't Stop" by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which was released in 2002 and is our most recent song, and then "Black" by Pearl Jam, which was released in 1991.
Two definitely newer songs here, and definitely more on the, I would say, alternative side of rock things, especially with the Chili Peppers and Pearl Jam. For me personally, "Can't Stop" is just an absolute vibe. I really like "Black," but "Can't Stop" will get me out of any bad funk and into a good mood. It's just the repetitive nature of the chorus. I'm always singing it out loud. I mean, Flea is going crazy on the bass. It's just, altogether, it just feels like a better song to me.
Really? Okay, see, this might be the first disagreement here, because I love "Can't Stop," I love "Black," but when you think of, or at least when I think of dad rock, Pearl Jam is just one of those bands that just immediately pop into my head. And, you know, Eddie Vedder being the singer he is, having the voice he does, it just reminds me of a crazier time that was before when I was born, that my dad maybe was like really a big fan of. And I know "Black" is also my mom's favorite Pearl Jam song. Ooh. So it does add points.
Mom rock.
Yeah.
I definitely see that. I mean, Pearl Jam it's Pearl Jam, you know? Like, I feel like everybody who was alive in the 90s and was kind of in their maybe teens to 20s is a huge Pearl Jam fan. So I definitely see the cultural impact there, and I mean, I would argue, I would go to say that the Chili Peppers have that same impact, but for just a later generation.
I do hear you. I really do. I think
I would be willing to move on "Black" just for the band name, but that would be that's a concession for me.
No, I hear you. I think definitely. I personally think really just "Black" should definitely move on.
Okay, I'll concede. I'll concede to you on that one. We'll go with "Black" for that one. In our final matchup of the first round, "Immigrant Song" versus "Nutshell" by Alice in Chains. Personally for me, I mean, the Alice in Chains Unplugged, one of the greatest performances maybe ever. "Immigrant Song," I mean, it's by Led Zeppelin. Probably the greatest, if not one of the greatest rock and roll bands in history. I would lean towards "Immigrant Song" on this one, but I'm curious to hear what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I think "Immigrant Song" is just one of those songs, like, I know we were talking about, like, how many movies we've seen it in, and it's just that infamous song, and, like, honestly, Led Zeppelin might have to be my favorite rock band of all time, but then I'm looking at "Nutshell" by Alice in Chains, and Alice in Chains is one of those artists, again, that I think of just like Pearl Jam, where it's those grungy bands that were, you know, in like the 80s, right? I mean, in that time.
Yeah.
And I as much as I do like "Immigrant Song," I'm really looking at "Nutshell." What do you like? I need to hear you.
No, yeah. Well, what I would say is that "Nutshell" to me feels more like breakup rock than dad rock, because it's so sad. Like, it doesn't really give me the same vibe as maybe some of these other songs like "Can't Stop," where it's like really upbeat and happy. That was my reasoning why I think "Immigrant Song" should move on. But
yeah, I think if we're looking at the like iconic and how much people know it, which we looks like we've been doing so far, and we definitely did it for the Interstate Love Song, and Hotel California side. I think Immigrant Song definitely takes this round, but I think this was, I don't know, is it crazy to call this one the matchup of the bracket?
So far, it would for me it would either be that or Reelin' in the Years, Beast of Burden. That's a pretty heavy matchup on the other side. All right, we'll be right back with the rest of the bracket after this quick break, so don't go anywhere.
I saw bread, and I want some bread.
I feel like the amount of work that we get here is very different than a community college. So at my last school, we had at least an essay a week that was due for any given class.
Also makes you really appealing because you start in the fall, where it's kind of like, well, still good sport.
If it's hockey,
It's what they score!
it's on Hockey Talk. Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Their behavior against easy teams, how do you lose to the Bruins twice?
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, Mondays at 9:30 after East Coast hockey games. Only on WTOP.
Oh boy!
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy. I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still?
Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back to This or That. We have made it to the quarterfinals. Yeah. So here we are. We have a lot of good songs left, but there still is more to figure out. So let's get right into it. If we want to start on, we'll start on this side with the number 1 seed, Freebird, against the number 3 seed or 2 seed?
2 seed, yeah.
Number 2 seed, Reelin' in the Years. This is a star matchup.
This is a stack.
Personally, I mean, it's hard not to go with Freebird, especially after Team USA victory today.
Yeah.
Jack Hughes with the overtime goal. And that just bleeds America.
And the Matt Boldy goal too, you know.
Oh.
Don't even get me started on hockey.
What a beauty.
All right, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about music here.
Yep.
So I think, yeah, definitely in this matchup, it's really hard not to go with Freebird. It's just like a staple American dad rock song, you know? And as much as I love Reelin' in the Years, I think, like, if I had to think about it, I think I listen to Reelin' in the Years more than Freebird, probably to like 8-1. But still, I mean, it's Freebird, you know? There's only so much you can say about it.
And I will say, a ripping guitar solo, key part of any dad rock song.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's no solo like the Freebird solo.
And Leonard Skinner as a band just screams dad rock to me. You know, simple man. All of this
Only
stuff.
having Lies in your name, that's dad
that's
rock.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going with Freebird?
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. We have High and Dry by Radiohead and Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan.
Definitely a clash of generations here.
Definitely.
Newer versus older. Personally, for me, like when I think dad rock, I'm leaning more towards Rolling Stone.
I see what you're saying.
Because that, while High and Dry, Radiohead I would still consider dad rock, it's a little bit on the experimental side of where, like a Rolling Stone, I feel like 90% of dads you're going to meet in America, they've heard Like a Rolling Stone, you know.
Uh-huh.
Whether they're a fan or not, that's...
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. I think High and Dry, I mean, really just Radiohead as a whole, I love Radiohead personally, but it's just definitely more experimental, as you were saying, and it's much more niche, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like if we're going for iconic and just popular songs, I think Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan is the easy winner here.
Yeah, all right, I'm with that. Like a Rolling Stone will be our winner for that matchup. Moving on to the other side, we have the other 1 seed, iconic Creedence Clearwater Revival song, Fortunate Son, released in the 1969, really, in the middle of the Vietnam War, and kind of became the, I don't want to say anthem, but the soundtrack of that, a backtrack for that war, versus another iconic song, Hotel California, obviously, like we talked about.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny because when we were starting to make this bracket and pick out all of the seeds, I was kind of scared that we wouldn't be able to dethrone the 1 seeds and they were just going to be the final 2, but this honestly completely cleared that up. I feel like Fortunate Son and Hotel California is actually a really good matchup as 2 huge staples of the genre. Yeah. And personally, I think, I don't know, I need more thinking time.
Yeah, I'll talk, sure. I mean, my heart's got to go with Fortunate Son. I mean, the imagery that comes to mind when you think about Fortunate Son, I mean, it's iconic of a dad. Think about how many history dads do you know? You know, they're all obsessed with wars or whatnot. The Fortunate Son is the backtrack to that. Hotel California can be overplayed, can be a little bit not my favorite at times, so I'm going to go with Fortunate Son for this one.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to agree with you because I think, as we mentioned before, Hotel California being the most overplayed song probably on this bracket, it just kind of loses that little fun you get from listening to it. And Fortunate Son, you know, it's CCR. How do you not pick the CCR song?
CCR
it's just
song.
like they just like rile you up, you know.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're gonna move on to the next matchup. We have Black and Immigrant Song.
Yeah, I honestly for this one am just feeling Immigrant Song. I feel like it's hard to beat Led Zeppelin. You know, as much as Pearl Jam is a dad rock band, Led Zeppelin is a rock band. You know, and so I'm thinking Immigrant Song on this one.
I definitely agree with you, honestly, because I feel like Black, it's a great song and all, and I love it for dad rock, but it's just kind of the vibes you were saying before, like, Immigrant Song, it gets me riled up, you know. Black it doesn't get me riled up. I just, like, when I think of dad rock, I think of happy, riled up songs.
Yeah, perfect, which brings us to our quarterfinals, and when we come back from this break, we will find out truly what is the ultimate... Nope, okay, never mind. We're going to do the finals right now. Okay, so on the right side, on my side, Fortunate Son versus Immigrant Song. Honestly, I'm still feeling Immigrant Song very heavily.
I see what you're saying. I do like that. I love the Led Zeppelin, you know. But at the other side, you know, it's CCR at the end of the day, and Fortunate Son, like, when we're talking about iconic, I'm thinking Fortunate Son because I just love that song, you know?
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I think they give the same amount of rock to them. Like, they have the same amount of oomph behind them.
Yeah.
So I would be willing to concede on that one.
All right, yeah.
Fortunate Son making it to the finals.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then on this side, we have Freebird and Like a Rolling Stone. Personally, it might just be the Bob Dylan coming out, but I don't know how I don't take Rolling Stones here.
It is so hard to try and dethrone Freebird, especially after my patriotism is at an all-time high after
both
the Olympic teams. Shout out to the women as well for winning. Yeah. But Bob Dylan, at the end of the day, Bob Dylan is such a dad artist to me. I feel like.
Yeah. And also, when I think of dad rock, I think of kind of like a softer rock, like Immigrant Song. I think that's a little heavy, but Rolling Stone, like a Rolling Stone, that's exactly what I think of. I think of a rock song that's not really going to get me, it's not going to get me amped up to run a marathon. I'm not going to be listening to it at the gym, you know. But it's a good song that'll put me in a good mood and that I could just sit on the couch and listen to with my dad. And I know our smiles are going to be as big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, which brings us to our final, Like a Rolling Stone versus Fortunate Son. Whew, what a matchup. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to start, and I'll just throw my hat in the ring for a Fortunate Son. I mean, just the History Channel dad as a vibe, Fortunate Son, war movies, you know, it's used in war movies a lot. That is my ultimate dad rock song.
No, honestly, I don't know how I wouldn't agree with you. And I'm just happy that one seed didn't just get the finals.
Make it to the finals.
So, I don't know how I wouldn't agree with Fortunate Son. It's just, that's exactly what I think of when I think dad rock. You know, I think of that patriotism. I think of kind of like getting me amped up, but like, you know, as I was saying before, not too amped up. I think of just like songs that really just put me in good moods, you know?
Yeah.
So
absolutely. So there you have it, the holy grail of this or that dad rock, Fortunate Son by Clearance Clearwater Revival. Okay, I know it might be a burden, but you're going to have to wait 2 weeks for us to return again. We'll be back with our next category, and that is all from us here at This or That. Stay classy, SUNY Oswego.
I'm scared of Joe with a bat.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me show you because your team is a filthy. You don't know how to score, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Just like that.
That's actually. Let me show you the Bronx Bomber way of doing it. Ready? Ready? I swear to God. Oh my Everyone. God. All right, put the bat down. All right. This number's like. Sorry, Joey. You're right. Sorry.
I had to eat them.
Welcome into the first and only ever episode of The Boys Talk About Dancing with the Stars. I'm Dylan.
I'm Alex. Hi, I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe.
Now that you know about us, let's talk about just what this show is. Wow, whoever wrote this.
Yeah, so I told you, I wrote it fast. All right, so this show, we are going to go week by week and give our opinions on Dancing with the Stars, what that week was, what the best dances were, what we feel was the best overall. We will then have our judges, which we will introduce in a minute, give us their ratings. But first, I want to go across the board here and ask the boys, what is their dancing experience? We'll start with Paulie.
I danced hip hop for 1 year, probably when I was 9 years old. That's about it.
It's pretty cool.
Joe?
I played Dance Dance Revolution a lot. That's about it.
Okay, Alex?
Back in the day, I was a huge figure in the Just Dance community, specifically the Wii version, but then I had a career-ending injury, and now I'm just a judge.
That will happen.
Yeah.
I was a competitive dancer for 6 years. I danced at Disney, and I danced in front of the castle, and I was like, okay, I'm retired. So, never did it again.
That's pretty good.
Now, Alex, if you want to read what's next.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take a moment to introduce our amazing judges.
There's a clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Show the judges.
Woo!
There they are.
Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. I've been watching the show, I think, almost every season since I'm about 6 years old, and I have the text to vote number saved in my contact list.
Oh, that would do it. Oh, something fell.
Hi, I'm Jen. I started watching the show a few years ago, and I'm a big fan. I love dance. I've done it my whole life.
Hi, I'm Gianna. I'm probably like one of the least qualified to be here because I did not watch the show all the way through. But
gotta have one.
I love dance and I love song and I'm a music theater kid, so I did enjoy watching this season.
Hi, I'm Kenzie. I'm an avid Dancing with the Stars watcher, and I'm just really